Alright, so we're back with Armored Warfare, and this time I made sure to have my mic on. Unlike the last video where I accidentally had it muted and I didn't notice. Yeah, so I'm going to talk a little bit about commanders first. The best commander in the game, I feel, is Sabrina. Sabrina is the best commander. Why? Increased view range by 40 is just, for a base skill, that's useful on 3 of the 4 classes. That's great on AFVs, because view range is everything on those. Really good on tank destroyers, because you want view range also to spot your own targets in case you don't have an AFV. And light tanks, it lets you perform as a backup scout. Same as the tank destroyers, it lets you perform as a backup scout. Aim speed improved by 10%, right? So that's great on everything. There's not a single class that wouldn't benefit from improved aim speed. Blending in, improved camo factor, great for AFVs, tank destroyers, light tanks. You could probably argue that on artillery. Hitting gunner, your visibility penalty while shooting is reduced by 30%. I mean, this is useless. These two are useless. Like, just go on this side. But think about that. You don't get as bad as whenever you shoot, your camo goes down. This doesn't make it go down as far. That is a huge skill for AFVs, tank destroyers, light tanks, and even well, I wouldn't say MBTs, but probably the Leopard. Leopard's probably the only MBT where this would be good on. Then you have take cover, base capture rate improved by 25%, which is a nice bonus. You can't argue with that if you need to cap. You equip that with the BMP's troop compartment, which is increased base capture rate by 25%. That's a 50% increase on base capture rate. So if you want to stealth cap at the your team's losing and you think that you need to cap, you can. Who else is good? Oh, if you have him, Maximum Konig is really good. Increased reputation by 1%. It's actually 10. It's they said it's mislabeled. So that's great. Leadership. What's this like? Leadership is a lot better. Crew, it increases how good your crew is. So that's another very good thing to use. Lock on, aim speed after you spot an enemy. That can be okay for. It's after you spot, so you have to be doing the spotting. That's probably good. This guy is also good for tank destroyers, but I'd rather have the increased crew attributes because that makes everything better. Vigilant, he's another one with increased view range. Right? That's good. Like I said, same as Sabrina. Increases crew hit points for 20%. Now, the reason I didn't take this one instead of find me a target is because turret traverse speed increase after being spotted. See, so that means you can turn your turret around faster. So this is good on anything that has it's good on light tanks. This is basically a light tank or tank destroyer skill. I mean, obviously, this wouldn't work in a vehicle without a turret. Like the the Typhoon or the ERC, or not the ERC, the swingfire, which don't have turrets. And then accelerated training increases your crew experience. I'm just going through. Okay, Sabrina, have you in there? This guy, this guy's okay. The Victor Kirsanov, he's okay. He's more of a main battle tank commander, but I put him in the Terminator because the Terminator is weird. The reload time reduced for 10 seconds after bouncing a shot. That's pretty good. That's more of an MBT skill. But like I said, Terminator plays. It can bounce shots. He would also be very good in the VFM. Because the VFM, you know, if you watch some of my videos, you have trouble. I have trouble playing the VFM, especially in AFVs. Now, to be honest, this skill is probably better than this. Because this improves all of your repair rate. That's for everything, your gun, your tracks, your engine, everything improves by 10%. Yeah, your repair. The reason I took this is because the weak point, I mainly just use this guy in the Terminator. Mainly because Terminator's weak spot is really its turret. Because, so a lot of people shoot the turret because it's easy to penetrate, so I figured, oh, if they're going to be shooting at my turret, I might as well increase the hit points. After getting an overmatch. Now, this is where the problem comes in with me putting it in the Terminator. Overmatch, I'm probably never gonna get an overmatch in the Terminator. But I really wanted him for the first two and some other ones. Like, he's just a weird commander. Like, because damage caused to enemy crew increased by 30% for 60 seconds after a crew member is disabled, right? Who is that for? Main battle tanks? But, main battle tanks don't lose crew easily. And then you have aim time reduced after damaging an enemy module. Is that for artillery? Or the swingfire? And crew attributes better crew by 10%. So he's kind of a weird one. I put him in the Terminator because I didn't really know where else to put him. You could also put him in main battle tanks, which I did with the M60. But never gonna get an overmatch. Okay, do I ever use him? I used to use him. Okay, so this is Philip Holzklau. Okay. Module damage increased by 20% when near allies. Alright. What's this? Reload time reduced when a nearby ally is damaged. Right. Aim time reduced by 30 after you destroy an enemy vehicle. Like, this is another guy that has really weird crew skills. So, this requires you to be next. Basically, it's... That's fine. That's good. That's, good for everything. Weapon. Like, I never find, increasing your crew hit points to be very good. I'd rather have, like, modules, because those would take out easily. See, like, what is he good for? Reduce repair time on your weapons by 50%. And then he has increased view range. Tank Destroyer? I don't know. It's like, a lot of these guys are almost useless in some vehicles. Is he there? Like, Sabrina is honestly the best. And then there's this guy, which I never used. Quick ammo swap speed improved. He's a pretty good, I think he's good for, main battle tanks. Aim speed improved, that's good. Ammo swap speed. Yeah. Increased software acceleration. 15 seconds after firing. Maybe he's good for tank destroyers, I don't know. Like... And he has increased module damage, or increased, crew damage. So these two are weird, like, honestly, pick the modules. Reload time reduced by 10%. He has weird things, too, like, ammo swap speed's good for main battle tanks and tank destroyers. Take aim, it's good for everything. What's this bullseye? I'd rather aim faster. Increased acceleration. That's good for shooting and moving. So maybe main battle tanks also. And then this could be anything. Reload time reduced by 7%. That's good for everything. What do I have in you? The Russian dude. You. Here's where I want Sanna. He's the crazy gas mask guy. He's all about module damage. As you can see, module damage to enemy vehicles increased by 20%. Fire starter doubles the chance to cause a fire. Raging fire. Reason I'd picked fire starter over raging fire is because doubles the chance that an enemy vehicle cause a fire, compared to increase the duration of fire, which if someone has a fire extinguisher, it doesn't matter how long that fire. It doesn't matter if you set them on fire. It doesn't matter that you increase the length. They're just gonna put it out anyway. Compared to fire starter, you could start multiple fires. Like you could hit them, you have a chance to start a fire. They can put it out, hit them again, start another fire. Then he has crew damage, so he has module and crew damage, unlike the other guy, which you had to choose between them. Now, since I don't have these yet, you have Watch It Burn, which is reload time reduced 20 seconds, 20% after starting an engine fire, which is alright. And then you have reduced by 50% if your engine catches fire. So if you're in a vehicle, like, here's how I'd use this. If you're in a vehicle that tends to cause engine fires, choose this. If you're in a vehicle that catches on fire a lot, you definitely want this. Bullseye. Minimum accuracy, that's the same as most other commanders. Do I have anyone else? Dragoon, Sabrina, Max Konig. I don't think I use anyone else. Oh, no, I do use one guy more. I use him in very few vehicles because this guy is almost useless. But he does a honestly, this guy has the weirdest crew skills. Because accelerated training, which is good, increases your other crew, makes them level up faster. That's good. Vengeance and focus retaliation. Damage caused to enemy crew increased by 30% for 60 seconds after a crew member is disabled. Accuracy increased by 20% after your crew member in your vehicle is disabled. So both of these rely on your crew member being killed. So you don't get the benefit of these until someone dies. And then this is the weirdest one. First crew member disabled in each match is instantly revived. It's gonna save you some money on repair kits or med kits, but yeah. Alright, well, real time. You see, like both of these are increased after your crew member is disabled. Crew tribute. He's all about like crew, but only after they die. Like he's like Rambo. Or, that one guy that sees his friend die, so he goes crazy. So I put him in the PT-76. I also have him in another vehicle. I have him in the expeditionary tank. Because I figured, like, if you put him in things with less crew, that'd be better. Like, if someone's a, Oh, they don't have him here. In some vehicles, you have, like, yeah, see, this guy, in the PT-76, he's a loader and the gunner. So, like, if your driver dies, then he's just gonna get a super bonus, I think. I think that's how it works. Do I have anyone else? No, I don't have all the commanders. I went over all of them. There's a couple more that I need to unlock, and one is on the Sheridan. Yeah, there's that guy's on the Sheridan. I think that there's one of them's on the Gvozdyka. I think one guy's here, or one girl. There's a girl here. Yeah, Freya Holzklau. She's like a Swedish girl, I think. and she's like really good for main battle tanks apparently. Are there any other ones? Area? No. Paladin? No, I think you get everything from the tier 4 vehicles. Yeah, because you get one on the LAV, one on the Gavazka, one on the Sheridan, and one on the M109. You don't give one, right? No. So basically it's just all tier 4 vehicles, I think. Yeah, but that's what I think about the commanders. Like, Sabrina is the best. Then you probably have, like, Freya, which I don't have, because she's good. She's good for main battle tanks. So if you got her, Freya's good for the main battle tanks. He's pretty good for main battle tanks, even though he's kind of weird. Anthony Diaz is... A lot of guys are only situational, but Sabrina's definitely the best for, like, every class. Except, like, she's probably... Like I said, she's good for tank destroyers, AFVs, light tanks, even artillery can benefit from her. And then, for main battle tanks, use... the Russian dude, the German dude, or the Freya. Some of the... Yep. That's what I think. And Terminator, down a bit, whatever you want in it. Yeah, just put whatever you want in Terminator. Alright, so I'm gonna play the ERC, because I want to. ERC and Sheridan again. Because I want to unlock the Centuro, and I want to get the commander off the Sheridan. I also want to get past the Sheridan. It's a fun vehicle. Alright, let's get into a game. Alright, River Point. Not one of my favorite maps. Actually, a map I don't really like at all. It needs to be... Map's too small, because... You can't use this much of the map. You can't use this. Can't use this. Can't use this. Can't go over to this town here. Can't use all of this. Like, can't use the railway here. Or the overpass.
Driver, crank it. Affirmative. Gunner, scan for target. Up. Affirmative. Driver, move out.
Honestly, this map should have had you be able to drive on the overpass here, and it should have extended around here. You should be able to go up on it, go over to the city. These mountains all should be traversable. And then extend the map like that, like another 3 squares each way. Ooh, VFMs already. VFMs are heavily armored. Light tanks.
Identify target. Hostile tank.
Huh. That's not good. VFM's already in our base.
Penetrated. No hit.
See, I mean, light tank that's... That bounce again? Better not have.
Ricochet, no effect. Identify. Hostile tank.
Yeah, I'm dead. VFM... You cannot fight VFMs frontally. They have more armor than some MBTs. And I'm not joking. It might only be aluminum, but they have so much armor. And good guns. And they're fast. Side, not so good. Versus cannons. Should probably help that Bradley, but...
Identify target. Hostile tank.
That Terminator will wreck me like nothing. I'm waiting for artillery. Definitely aim at me. Oh, jeez. Rock physics need work. Yeah. I'd watch out for the typhoon. Now do you see over there?
Nailed him. Grills repaired. Identify target.
Oh. Oh, hello.
No effect.
I hit him. I would turn around and hit him. That guy caught me surprised. I thought he was dead. Well, he's dead now. Hopefully. Now Sanchero bounced. Sanchero, fire HE. I was gonna say, Sanchero, this fire HE. And the Sanchero's a big vehicle. So is a Bradley, jeez. I mean, it's like... It's huge. Started life as an M113 replacement. Go watch the video Pentagon, or the movie Pentagon Wars. That's basically pretty accurate to what the development of the Bradley, which took forever, and you know, because it's based on a book by one of the guys that saw development. It might not be. It's filled with a lot of Hollywood like stuff, but it's still somewhat accurate. Now the Bradley went through development crap, but it eventually turned into a pretty good vehicle. On that one, that's 74%. Almost is Sanchero. Now let's see if I can get a good game in this Sheridan. Alright. Skip this. Alright, so I thought I stopped recording this game I was in because I thought it was gonna go. Because I thought it was crap. Because we lost. It was on Roughneck, and we lost most of the oil foundry area. And it was me at AMX MP Pack 90, and we were shooting stuff. He died pretty easily. I managed. I didn't do crap. I almost killed this Object 430, but there was a M60 at my side too. I mean, I managed to eke out 1,500 damage. Since it was time. Who was it? This guy. Yeah, he got one shot off, and he died. It was just me and him. I think the XM800 team might have been with us, but I don't know. I'm sorry I didn't record it. Or, I recorded partial. It was like, this is going to crap. I don't want to share this. But yeah, I managed to do that, and it gave me a win. Because somehow we won that. Now, definitely need this. Because I bounced off an Object 430. And yeah, wow, you have a lot of... Let's get this, and the firepower slot. Afford anything else? No. Oh, we can get the firepower slot. And, well, what you do, since Sheridan's all about damage, I'll give it more damage. Always good to have more damage, because I hit this Object 430 twice, and the second shot left him on, like, 50-some health. And it was just like, ugh. Yeah, the Sheridan's reload. I was never going to kill him before, like, the M60 at my side killed me. So yeah, let's get into another game. An actual game for you guys. Alright, so a match on Ghost Field. Okay, now I'm going to put a overview of the commanders down in the description for you guys. It's going to be like Sabrina. I'm going to list the classes. I'm going to do all that. So, anyone watching this? Yeah, I'll have to go one way and not stop. Yeah, basically. When you have these low teams like this, it's good to stick together.
Driver cranking.
So which way are you going?
Gunner scan for target. Affirmative.
This isn't good whenever... I'll go north. Let's go north. And, you know, playing that, that one game in the Sheridan it's just before this one that you didn't see. It's much more of a support vehicle than like an assault vehicle. Even though I'm going out front, but yeah, it's a weird vehicle, you know, made to replace story behind the M551 Sheridans. Basically, we needed a tank to replace the M41 Walker Bulldog, and it looked like the T92 was going to be that. T92 is a premium tank in this game, premium low light tank, pretty good little premium light tank. And then well, I think we found out about the PT-76 or something, and it was like, oh, we need an amphibious vehicle. So, and we also apparently wanted to launch missiles and have conventional rounds. Well, you got the Sheridan. Aluminum hull, steel turret, amphibious, 152mm gun / launcher. T-64, you were down there alone. Probably should have went with him, but in these low teams, it is better to stick together. He is right. One of the problems with the Sheridan is that its gun is inaccurate as crap, and it doesn't have AP rounds. It only has heat and HE. It does also have missiles, but they have lower velocity than the heat rounds, so they have more. I don't think they have more damage. Like, the Sheridan doesn't really fit a role.
Identified. Hostile tank. No effect.
It does have a pretty good turret. The angles on the turret definitely let you bounce some. You get some magic bounces, not like not off of an AMX 10P Pack 90, because its gun is just, yeah. But you do almost 500 damage a shot, so you can't complain. Low reload time, but yeah, you have damage. Ooh, BMD2. Oh, I didn't equip the big better AT rounds. Aye. I guess it's sort of an anti-scout, but I think the Bagel Panzer, one tier higher, fills that role much better. Yeah, but long range, I guess it's better to use the missile. Now, unique thing about the Sheridan, like I said, it fires the missile out of the gun. Well, in real life, in this game, for some reason, missiles don't work properly and they fire out of the middle of the hull. So, takes forever to reload, but let's see if it's worth it.
No pen.
Nope, not worth it. I mean, I know that was just at the front of his vehicle, but still, it's a missile. Shillelagh is not that good of a missile system, so. Sheridan's a fine vehicle if you get used to the long aim time. Doesn't have very good armor. Long aim time, very good mobility. Big damage. It's the derp light. It's dang it. It's not that mobile. 70 some kph, which is like 50 some miles per hour. Look, I'm gonna say everything in MPH because that's what I like using. That's what I use. I'm always gonna use it. I'm not switching. There's even some English YouTubers I watch that still use Imperial. There's a blacksmith guy I watch. He always uses Imperial because that's what all his tools are in. You know, it's old blacksmith tools. And then there's a metal detector guy I watch, Deep Dicker Dan. So he can upgrade anything? No, we cannot. Yeah, I forgot to put the better heat rounds in. Oh, 11 more damage, not like it matters. And better HE rounds. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I'll put the thing about the commanders, each one, down in the description. Okay, so bye.